John Ruddy back in the Norwich side today, but clearly not the result you wanted. What was your assessment of that game?
Well, obviously, to start in that manner, I don't think I've ever been involved in something like that. I think Martin's very unlucky to be sent off, and the ball's come a long way from a throw-in. We haven't dealt with it. I've come out and tried to smother the ball. Anua's kicked it as I've made contact with it, and then the next thing I know, I'm turning around and Olse is sort of cradling it on the line, and then the big striker for them's come in and kicked him up the backside. So we could have had a foul ourselves. I think the referee probably should have consulted his linesman a bit more, but he made the decision. And I thought after that, we responded quite well. We knew we were going to have to give up possession and keep a solid shape. And then we conceded a sloppy goal from a set piece. Don't win the first header, don't stay with the man for the second contact. And then the second goal is equally as sloppy as well. It's a straight ball through the middle of the pitch that we didn't defend. And then obviously my part in the goal, I've made a decision to come out. It's not worked in our favour. But I think the character we showed in the second half answered a lot of questions and doubts that people must have had about us. And it showed a great, like I said, a great sense of character. But to give yourself an uphill start like that, as we seem to be doing recently, you're always going to end up costing yourselves.
That's it, isn't it? Whether you've got enough character or not is by the by. If you're giving away goals like that in the first half, and I know it's the first game you've played for a while, but you've sat and watched that sort of thing unfold over the last few weeks. It wasn't just today, was it?
No, definitely not. And the results don't lie. We've lost 4 in a row. Regardless who's on the pitch, that's not good enough. We know that. And we are the only ones that can rectify it. And it's about rolling our sleeves up now and getting down to work and making sure that we're ironing stuff out. And I think showing the application and the character, like I said, that we did in the second half, we need to do that from whistle one. And if we do that, because of the quality we've got, we will pick up more results. But it's just about putting it all together and making sure it comes together.
The way you finished that game, we saw the crossbar getting hit by Jacob Murphy as well as the goal. Doesn't that show, though, why fans are right to be frustrated? Because you can do it, you can put teams under pressure, but so often you're making it hard for yourselves.
Absolutely. And it's another fantastic following from the away crowd today. And they're vocal throughout the game in a supportive manner, and we appreciate their support. But now it's about time, like I said, that we start putting the performances together. That second half was the start of what we need to do, and now we need to make sure we carry it on into the next game.
The manager always gets a lot of the pressure. People will be calling for his head. Can you blame the manager for sloppy goals that are given away, set pieces, things like that?
No, we've worked a lot on this week about our shape and keeping solid and defending in units. That's what the manager's working on. But when an incident like that happens in the first 30 seconds, all of that goes out the window. We had a game plan today that we were going to come and press them and really play high up the pitch. And obviously you lose a man in the first minute, then it makes that difficult. And it is down to us as players, not any individuals, because this is a team sport, and we're 11 men today, 10 men for most of the game. But we need to make sure that we're working for each other more so than anything. And at the moment, for whatever reason, it's not clicking. But I don't put any blame on the manager. I think he sets us up in a way that is capable of winning the game. And he works very hard day to day and on a weekly basis to make sure we set up in the right manner. And like I said, it's up to us then to go and execute that.
You've been a Norwich player for a long time. This must be the hardest spell you've had, though, as a Norwich player.
Absolutely, and it's really, really disheartening because I've got a lot of affection for this club. It's given me a lot. Norwich is my home. My family are growing up there, and it's a wonderful place to live. And this is probably the biggest blip we've had in the 7 years I've been here. But like I said, it's about rolling sleeves up, making sure that we're working together. We're trying to rectify the mistakes, and we're working as a team. And we're going out and ultimately picking up the results that we know we can get.